Hello, good morning. I want to showcase something very interesting. As you know, today we have the Gen AI agent all over the place, and I just want to see what can we do in networking. So, especially for networking engineers, we used to deal with CLI, and how would you use this kind of co-pilot thing on the router? It's quite exciting. Let me just show you a demo. We can ask what routers are there. Well, just bear with me. I will explain you what the concept is and how does this work, okay? So the agent, the AI agent, the Gen AI agent, I have to say, have given me back 3 router names. I will say, how are they connected? Please check the name. Okay, so I am very gespannt. That's how you say it in German. It's very slow at the moment. Not bad. So he says the router 1 is connected to router 2. And router 2 is connected to router 1 and then 3. And router 3 is router 2. Okay, well, in this simple topology, you can get what it does. Okay. What? I ask what kind of loopback addresses they have. Oh my god. This something wrong. What on the routers? It's taking longer because it needs to talk to the others. Ah, yes, it got back on these loopback address. Okay, well, can you perform ping between and 3 using their loop back? Pretty good. Today the response time is really good. Okay. Can you do vice versa? Ping in not bad. Can you print all of the interfaces on all routers? This is obviously taking longer because he needs to perform all the commands. Well, this question is actually quite vague. Let's see what the AI agents come up with. Okay. So this didn't work. Okay, it worked now. So this is like, I think he picked a show command on the router. Okay, let me just show you. Show me what you can do for me. So he says I can retrieve information, doing diagnosis, showing routing information, and show configuration management, do configuring sub-interfaces, fetch device configuration, logs, monitoring neighbor discovery. Okay, neighboring I just showed you. Let's check router information. So, what time is on the routers now? Any router will be okay. Well, I don't say check all of the routers if their time are in sync. That's a difficult question. Ah, not bad. That answer is pretty good. They are almost close, but not perfectly synchronized. Brilliant, of course. Then I will see what else can you do for me? Can you check if there is someone doing work on the router by checking its logs? See? I can check router logs to see if there's any recent activity or specific entry that indicates someone is working. Would you like me to search for any specific keywords in logs, or I retrieve the last 50 logs from each router? Yes, just retrieve logs and find out. I don't have any specific words. I know. I misspelled words, but I don't think that matters. Sees multiple configuration were committed by user Cisco and ZTP, zero-touch provisioning. Users logged in several times, indicating that work. Okay, cool. Another two configuration were committed by the Cisco. It's the same thing. Correct. Overall, it appears that Cisco is active working. Okay. Well, because I just started the router, so basically it's of course it's from the dcloud lab, and the user running it indeed is called Cisco. So that's right. Any security related logs I should be aware of? Please go ahead. Sure. I think it got stuck. Let me reset the agent. Can you check the logs for any security related logs? Needs my attention. See if that works now. They indicate potential security issue that need your attention, especially the repeated entry showing income SSH session rate limit exceeded. Oh, which may suggest excess login indicating a brute force attack. Oh, additionally, there are multiple success authentication logout for the same pages. Well, you know what? This is my laptop, and this is very good indication because this is important. That's why I think my router is slow reacting. Of course, I'm remotely connected to the lab, and because I'm using Cisco NSO to control the routers, it could well be that the NSO is pushing too much request because I'm using all these tools. I might well be checking the SSH rate limit to make sure that the lab can run smooth, because it's really slow. So I thought it was due to the delay between the remote lab, but this is very good information that the AI has provided. Otherwise, I would not look at the logs so closely. It would take me a very long time. Okay, what else can you do for me? Okay, he says remember network diagnosis, ping trace route, blah blah. Well, please do show me the loopback addresses. what I do is I just find out the loopback address first, and then I will do a trace route, okay, and see if trace route works. We did ping before, I just want to see the trace route. Okay, well, please do trace route between, no, I'll just give out between 1.1 and 1.1.1.3. Because 1 and 3 is the let's say the urge router. They are the PE routers. Tracer 1 to 3 shows the following hop. 1, 2. So between router 1 and 2, the subnet is 1, 2. Between 2 and 3 is 2, 3. So the trace route works pretty good. This indicates that the route is being traced successfully with the first hop responding consistently and second hop experiencing a timeout on one of the attempts. Pretty good. Okay, and even prints the label out. Okay. Can you do from the opposite direction? I think it's timeout again. So I guess the agent has a limited amount of tokens. So each conversation context is still limited. Okay, I still have to figure out how to enlarge this context so we don't time out so soon. Okay, run out the context. Let me do this here. Perform a trace route from 1 to 3. Just 1. Okay, do again. Yes, pretty good. Pretty good. Though it didn't show MPLS labels, which is interesting. I know why, but of course the tool, the AI agent doesn't know why. I know why. Okay. Okay. Well, then let's do. Show me the label fib. The routers. Info. Pretty good. That's the MPLS LFIB information. Okay. So on router 1 is using a pop label towards router 2. The router 3 is using a 24006, and both this belongs to router 3. Okay. The thing is, this label, which this is for Flex Argo, it's not working. Okay, so this is a big problem. Okay, so this label are from LDP. This is from second routing. Okay. For router 2, is all just pop, fine. And router 3 towards router 1 using the flex algo label is also unlabeled. Okay, it's broken. The LSA is broken. So my question will be, do you see any issue with this label assignment on the routers? Do you think LSP MPLS is working? To determine if there's any issue with label consistency, because the mapping of labels, for example, label is consistently assigned to the person appropriate. Next of all, the label switch passes from the person label is operational. The absence of any unlabeled for critical messages are not falling back to appearance. Wow. But I have seen a unlabeled entry. No? Yes, you're correct. There's an unlabeled entry which is indicating the potential issue. Now he agrees. Okay, can you show me that particular entry again? Just to check myself. See, he found it. Yeah. Okay. Please show me the router configuration for, now this is interesting, for segment routing. I don't remember how the exact syntax. Let's see if it works. Okay. To choose a segment, I would okay, well, we need to reset. Well, you see, he basically understood what I want, and his action input is find the right device and config path. Config path is like the section of the configuration that I want to see. Okay, he understood, but of course he ran out of token, so let's reset the agent again, and let's check. Please show me configuration. Okay, I think it doesn't need this slash device name. Is it okay? Do it again. This is good. Okay, the configuration that shows that the global block is this is second mounting sRGB I need to, well, I'll tell you the mistake. The mistake is that you should be consistently configure these sRGBs, okay, on all routers, and which is not the case here. You find out that router 1 is having the label space between 16000 to 64999. Okay, we will note that, and we say, what does it look like on other routers? Okay, 2 has a global block with lower bound 16, upper bound 16010. That's not right. So the router 3 has also the same 1600 to 64999. Okay, do you think this is all right conceptually with segment routing design? Wow, this is interesting question. Conceptually, having global routing with defined router and upbound is a common. It helps to however, the specific bound should be aligned with network's design requirement and scalability is considered. The configuration should also ensure that there no overlap with this. So overall, this seems reasonable, but the appropriate should depend on the basic architecture. Okay, good answer though. Good answer though. Yeah, but okay, but do you think configure the sRGB different in our case for router 2 versus router 1 and 3 is best practice? This is a hard question. In segment routing design, it's generally best practice to maintain consistent across routers. Oh, very good. Especially regarding sRGB, having different sRGB configuration on different routers, like router 2 having different upper bound compared to router 3, can lead to potential issues such as label overlap, complexity in management, interoperability issues. Therefore, it is typically recommended to have a uniform sRGB router. Wow, that's good answer. But of course, this need to go much deeper, right? So I will tell you the unlabeled issue was related to this. But I don't expect the AI agent can really diagnose that, but it's pretty good. I mean, if you have some ideas, it's really pretty good for now. Okay. I'm just gonna show you one more thing. Configure. Let me configure. Okay, I can configure a sub interface router 1 interface ID is equal to 0001.510 and IP address is E mask 255.255.0.0. After you are done, please show me the interfaces on router 1. See if it gets it. Ah, it's not in sync. Interesting. Ah, this is interesting. So basically, the routers are not in sync, which this is a different issue because the NSO probably responded that the routers are not in sync. Okay, I will have do it again. Can you try it again? It seems the configuration of it was successful, but there's no output return. Now I would check. Okay, he ran out the agent. Okay, the tokens again. So I would say, well, we could check. Let's do it here. Reset agent. Can you check interfaces on Okay, so this is the newly configured. No. No. This is not. Okay. Okay. Do it again. That's it. Can you configure a sub interface with interface ID 0 0 0 1 dot the IP address is mask. Okay, let's see if that works. Okay, can you show me the interfaces again on? Please retrieve the information new instead of old info. Okay. Interesting. It's not there. Okay. Well, can you please show me the router configuration for config path is interface. This is going to show me the actual information. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now it gets it. Now it's okay. Okay. Well, roll back your config, please. I need to. Roll back your config, please. Okay. Please use English. What's that? Is it French or is it Spanish? This answering me in English, in Spanish sometimes, or French. Can I roll back? Okay, well, okay. Please show me the router config path interface. Okay. Okay. It did not roll back. Okay. Work. But anyways, I think this demo is really showing something that is that you can do with AI agent. So now I can explain you what is going on here. So in this demo, I will share the code. It's basically NSO, Cisco NSO is talking to the routers, is working as a centralized controller to push config, get config, and query the router. I have built multiple functions that are behind those NSO functions. In each of the functions, you make a description of what the function is doing. For example, you say, do a show IP interface brief. This is going to show you all the interface status briefly. Okay, you just explain it in the functions using a short description. And because of this description, the AI agent would be able to derive on what the function is doing, and it's also going to derive on what kind of input it needs. And so he can get from out of your language the necessary input field to put into the function. And then once the function has spit out the result, he would interpret the function to you. Okay, so this is like he's like kind of like intermediate node between you as a human and the network in a very natural language way, just like what ChatGPT is doing. Okay, so that's it basically. All the functions are basically, they call it in tools. Okay, so in LlamaIndex, for example, I'm using a LlamaIndex Python package to do all of this. Okay, I really think LlamaIndex is very efficient, doing a lot of, it provides a lot of functions. There are a lot of other areas to explore, for example, for workflow, AI agent-based workflow. That will be even more exciting than just of this, okay? But you can see just of this is already giving me quite different way of interacting with router. It's just slower, of course. If you are a geek, CLI guy, anything that you do is going to be faster, because if you are efficient in CLI, you get a lot of information. But to synthesize the information using AI agent is pretty cool. It's really cool, I think. This is the where the information when you get from the router, you are you will not depend on yourself only to disseminate or to read, to understand. The AI is able to provide you some good insights. Okay, that's it for today. It's pretty long. I hope that give you some information about Gen AI. What you can do is in networking field. Okay, so do a sum up or subscribe to my channel. I'd love to hear you from your input.